Here's Bob Graham of Indianapolis, all set to prove the hand is quicker than the eye. Watch closely now. You may want to mystify your friends. After the string is threaded through the straw, he bends the straw and straightens the strings. Next, he clips off the peak of the straw and throws it away. Now, he puts the straws together and pulls the string through. Presto! It's still in one piece. Believe it or not. Say, that's slick. Come on, tell us how you did it, Bob. Well, then at least tell us where we can learn tricks like that. Thanks. Come on, folks, let's look. Well, it's the famous Bike Party and Magic Stunts book. You can get one for 2 whiz wrappers and 6 cents in coin or stamps. Remember, get your Party and Magic Stunts book by sending 2 whiz wrappers and 6 cents in coin or stamps to Paul F. Bike Company, Department 1, Chicago. Full instructions on every whiz wrapper.
You know, I gotta say, I don't appreciate how long it took for you to come back here. Honestly, I don't know what you expect me to be doing all this time. Like, I'm just sitting around waiting for a little light to come on, really? I mean, when you're not here, nothing happens. There's no TV, there's no wacky visitors, nothing. Oh, yeah. I still get your dumb emails, by the way, but I've been so upset lately that I haven't been reading them. You know, I kind of thought for a little while there that we were building some kind of friendship or something, but now I don't know. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Maybe there's a reason you haven't been back. You get busy, something happened in your personal life and you just couldn't come back. I'm sorry. It's just that I haven't been sleeping at all, and I feel really tired and irritated, and I just wish there was something I could do to relax. Well, this is actually pretty nice. I mean, Coronet films are often a blast to watch. See, from the 1940s through the 1980s, Coronet were a major producer of documentary and instructional films. They were shown in public schools a lot. I don't think they were the leaders of their industry. I think that was Encyclopedia Britannica. But these guys made a ton of films. I'm talking a film a week sometimes. And while they did make films about math, science, and history, their most memorable films are their personal guidance films. Now, these are basically short documentaries designed to tell you what to think, how to behave, how to make good decisions, that kind of thing. Nowadays, they just serve as really entertaining looks into the past. Films like Are You Popular?, Good Table Manners, What to Do on a Date. They're all chock full of adorably dated advice. Today, it looks like we're gonna learn what makes a good party, or what made a good party in 1950.
Hello, Eileen. This is Jean. I just had a letter from my brother, and guess what? He's bringing his roommate home from college.
Meet the main character of our film, Jean. As you can probably guess, she needs to throw a party.
This is one party that just has to turn out right.
Like a lot of other Coronet films, there's a disembodied voice here to help navigate us through Jean's party planning journey.
Well, the purpose of a party is to have fun together.
You'd assume that if you wanted to throw a party, that you already know that you want people to have a good time, but they're not going to take that chance.
Now, the party Jean, Nora, and Eileen are planning. What of its purpose?
Now, what's a party for again?
The main idea is to introduce Steve to the gang and show him a wonderful time.
Yeah, and show everyone a nice time.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Now listen, this is what we have to plan. A guest list, invitations, refreshments, and entertainment.
Simple enough, right? I mean, that's actually a pretty helpful breakdown of things you're gonna need. They spend some time working out who to invite, though I don't know who any of these people are.
Now who do you think, Nora?
Well, let's have Alice and Ted come. They're nice, and they're usually in our gang.
I mean, I'll be honest, I've already kind of forgotten the girls' names. There's Jean, other girl, even more otherer girl, and Panda.
Well, that's our guest list. Now, invitations.
Hold up a minute, you checked that off before you even did anything. That's not how lists work.
Dear Alice, would you like to come to a party at my house Saturday, March 24th at 8 p.m. and so on?
Why bother to write? This is just an informal party. Let's just phone everyone. Sure.
Good, we'll phone tomorrow.
Coronet actually kind of cheapens out here. Instead of actually telling you how to write a party invitation, they're just kind of like, yeah, let's just call them over the phone. It seems kind of like making a video called How to Drive a Car and leaving out, I don't know, getting gas. Don't worry about it, you'll be fine. The specifics of this scene don't seem to be too important. It's more about making sure you have these 4 things in some form or fashion.
Guest list, invitations, refreshments, entertainment. All these things should be planned to fit together well.
Most of the film takes place at the party itself, as the hosts and guests all do their part to make the gathering a successful one. There's no TV to keep guests entertained, and apparently no record player either, as most of the party takes place in dead silence.
Well, the party is off to a good start. Guests are on time. Everyone's out to have fun and to help others have fun. And when all the guests have arrived and have been introduced, the games begin. Well-planned, well-chosen games.
The first game involves wearing different animals on your back and asking questions until you can guess what it is. This man's wearing a cow. So is she. This lady is wearing a horse with a... The next game involves writing something. I'm not quite sure, but it doesn't look that fun. But the game after that is a hat making contest, which honestly sounds like a ton of fun, except, well, it looks like the guys are the only ones who get to make the hats. The girls just model them. It also just kind of looks like they're wearing garbage on their heads.
And did you ever play rhythm?
1, 4.
I can see I'm
4, 1.
again.
1, 3.
3, 2. 2, 7. 7,
3.
2.
5, 7.
Oh, no. You took out a turn.
You're out.
You didn't even tell me how to play. After the guests play a rousing game of charades, it's time to eat.
Simple food, buffet style, an informal way to serve refreshments. Each one can serve himself and help the others too.
Who randomly puts stuff on other people's plate at a buffet? Hey guy, she didn't ask for that. And then, after all the food has been eaten, everyone gathers around the piano to sing Jimmy Crack Corn, an American song about a slave whose master dies in a horse riding accident. So, perfect music choice for your party.
I used to wait on master and him his play, and pass the bottle when he got dry. Rush away, Bluetail Pie.
A side note, it's kind of weird that this song went on to be marketed as a kid's song, right? I mean, it's not exactly subtle.
Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. My master's gone away.
Kind of weird.
Now, let's think back. What made this party such a good one? What do we want to do next time?
The film comes to a close, reminding us of all the lessons we've learned, and honestly, a lot of the advice is still applicable today. Choose your guests carefully, put thought into what activities you want to do, settle on refreshments. There's even advice for the party-goers. Participate, socialize, and don't overstay your welcome. It's the smaller details that seem out of place these days, like the games they play seem a little kiddie. There's a point where two characters are talking amongst themselves instead of being in the big group, and we're instructed to intervene, which I found a little bit odd.
Each should take part in what the group is doing. And if some guests forget this, well, anyone, even another guest, can help get the entire group together again.
Nora, Jim started that hat-making contest that you like so much. Come on.
It's like you're not allowed to have a one-on-one conversation at a party. That sounds miserable. The idea that refreshments have to be served at the end of a party also seems a bit strange. And I feel like if I were to throw a party, I would probably just avoid songs about slavery altogether. Maybe that's just me.
Jimmy crack corn, I don't care. Jimmy crack corn, I don't care. My master's gone away.
You know, it's a bit of a bummer. I feel like I've got all this party planning knowledge now and no way to actually plan a party. Okay, so when I said earlier that I stopped reading your emails, it wasn't just because of how long you've been gone. It's also kind of because the messages you guys have been sending me have started to get really weird and unsettling. I appreciate the thought, really I do. It's just, maybe you could send me some more normal messages. I could really use some positive vibes, and you guys have really started to freak me out. Anyway, here's a message from Jane Hawley. Dear Ian, hello. I love watching your videos and hearing your opinions about all of the old shows. However, it seems that we have only seen a few angles of the room where you are. Would you be able to give us a short look around the room so that we can kind of see what it is like there? Thanks, Jane Hawley. Well, Jane, thanks for the message. You know, I don't actually know if I'm able to move these things around. Okay. I can't do that. But maybe there is a way I can kind of show you guys around. So this is where I watch TV. It's where I spend most of my time because it's got a chair and I'm a big fan of sitting. So this is my exercise bike. I come here when it's time to get my sweat on. Helmet required. Here we have the infamous stoop sign. It doesn't really do anything, but it's something to look at, I guess. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a lot of spaces like this, and like this. You know, just big empty spaces. I mean, this place is massive. I try not to wander too far because, you know, I want to be able to make it back to the TV. To be honest, I'm kind of afraid of getting lost. Well, that's new. Is it normal to be really nervous before the start of a party? Like, what if too many people show up? What if they don't like my decorations? What if I start singing songs about owning other people. I mean, I've only watched one training video on a party. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Young America Films. Yeah, I think I got time to watch one more before people start showing up. Yeah, these guys were in the same field as Coronet and Britannica Films. They weren't quite as big, didn't make quite as many films, but they were still really successful at the time. One of their films was actually nominated for an Academy Award, which is pretty cool. This film that we're going to watch, called Cindy Goes to a Party, was made in 1955.
Come on in, Cindy.
Yes, we'll have to finish the game tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow? I'm going to Mary's party tomorrow, aren't you?
A party? Why, I didn't even... No, I don't like parties. I never have any fun at parties.
Cindy doesn't like parties. She's never had any fun at parties.
Mother, why do you suppose Mary didn't invite me to her party?
Are you sure you didn't get an invitation?
Maybe they thought I wouldn't want to go to a party. They probably thought I wouldn't know how to act.
Man, it sure would be convenient if she had some sort of magical party spirit guide or something.
Cindy. Cindy. Wake up, Cindy. What? Who's there? I don't see anybody.
Of course you didn't. I'm not just anybody. I'm your fairy godmother.
Sure.
Cindy's magical fairy godmother appears. She says that Cindy has actually been invited to the party after all, says that she's going to go to the party with Cindy, and, perhaps most shockingly, that Cindy's allowed to tell one of her friends about her.
Mustn't tell anyone.
Not even Dennis?
Well, maybe we'd better tell Dennis.
And since this short features a fairy godmother, it's no surprise that her magic comes with top-of-the-line special effects.
The party isn't until this afternoon.
It is this afternoon.
Fairy godmother magically changes Cindy into her dress and then begins giving out some helpful party tips.
But you should be clean and neat when you go to the party.
And man, check out that cowboy wallpaper back there. That is wild.
We'd better hurry now. We don't want to be late. Ready? Here we go to Mary's. Here we are.
Man, there's just something so charming about these old special effects. I mean, nowadays anyone can do a crossfade or put text on the screen. It can be really easy to take it for granted. I mean, these special effects aren't impressive nowadays, but they've just got some certain charm that I just love.
So whenever you go to a party, Cindy, always be on time. And when the clock says it's time to go home, be sure to leave on time. That's important.
I also like that both of these films are talking about the importance of leaving on time. I don't think that's something you usually hear. Be on time to a party, sure, but I think the lesson of leaving on time is something that's often overlooked. It's finally party time, and Cindy immediately breaks one of the rules from the last film by having a one-on-one conversation with Dennis. What a party pooper.
I thought you weren't coming to the party.
I wasn't, but you'll see her, then you'll understand.
See her? See who?
See me.
What?
Okay, Dennis is the best. I can't blame Cindy for the one-on-one conversation. I'd probably hang out with Dennis too.
What?
See, they're setting up for a game of musical chairs.
Ah, but I don't like to...
There! That's the way to have fun at a party. Join in the game.
You're gonna play musical chairs and you're gonna like it, Dennis.
What?
Oops. Remember now. Don't be too noisy or rough.
Wait, so she's gonna force Dennis to play a noisy and rough game and then blame him for the consequences? This is your fault, fairy godmother. All of this is your fault.
Yeah, and you lost your chair too. You're out of the game. That's what you get for bumping into things.
Oh, she's only kidding.
I know, but Don't tease or make fun of others, not even your very best friend.
Wait, did she tease him, or did she just literally say what happened?
Yeah, and you lost your chair, too. You're out of the game. That's what you get for bumping into things.
I think Fairy Godmother needs to chill out a bit, personally. And so the party continues. Fairy Godmother calls Dennis a loser, and although Cindy wins at musical chairs, she's supposed to be a good winner, which apparently means telling people that she didn't win at musical chairs.
No, you beat me.
It's a tie.
Hey, that was fun. Actually, you won.
Sure she did. But here, Cindy, you show him what I whispered in your ear.
Just as I sat down in the chair, she said, "Be a good winner."
What?
You gotta be polite and you gotta be considerate because
Fairy Godmother is watching you.
eventually, though, the kids get the hang of party going, and Fairy Godmother realizes that she's not being as helpful as she once was.
I guess you don't need me anymore. I may as well be going.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. You can't see or hear fairies unless you need them. And you don't need me anymore. But you will remember to leave on time, won't you? And you'll remember to thank the hostess.
And whenever we go to any more parties, we'll remember to be clean and neat and to be on time.
And we'll be considerate of others, too. We'll join in the games.
Dennis is the clear star of this film. I mean, he's the kind of low-energy, tired-eyed guy that I think I'd like to go to a party with. I mean, he'd have to be older.
Goodbye now.
Don't go. Don't go. Don't go.
But of course, it was all just a dream.
Oh, Mother, I just dreamed that...
Cindy, here's Mary's sister Nancy. She just came by to tell you that she was supposed to deliver your invitation to Mary's party 3 days ago, but she forgot. Wasn't it nice of her to come by so early this morning to tell you about it?
Yeah, Mom, sure. It was real nice of her to not deliver my invitation for 3 days, and then for her to come over and wake me up early. Real nice.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, it's time for the party, I think. Time is weird. Maybe if I had a watch I could tell, but I think guests are supposed to arrive soon.
Hey, Jamie!
Oh no.
I got your invitation, buddy. Free booze, respectable ladies, and free booze. You know Frank's gonna show up.
I didn't write any of that.
Word around town is that you're giving up free money just for showing up, too. So am I the first one here?
Yeah, actually you are. I don't really know who else is gonna show up or who even got an invitation.
Don't worry about that, Jamie. We just gotta start partying and those ladies will show up in no time. They don't call me Franklin Party Man, Party Pants, McParty Pants for nothing.
Who calls you that?
Let's get this party started!
You know, I've been wondering, are you supposed to be like a real fox, or are you just some guy in a costume?
Ian. Hey, Ian. Hey, Ian, over here.
What? Who are you? I'm trying to throw a party here.
Aw, come on, you know the drill. I'm your fairy godmother, here to help you fix up your lame-ass party.
Lame? It's not that bad. Okay, well, I guess I'm open to hearing some of your suggestions.
Right. Well, the first rule of parties is don't be yourself. You're boring, Ian. Nobody likes you, so think about somebody cool and try to be like them instead.
Well...
Rule number 2, do something. Now this kind of plays into rule number 1 because you never do anything. Didn't you plan some games or anything to entertain your guests?
I have a magic trick. Hey Frank, check this out.
Watch closely now. After the string is threaded through the straw, he bends the straw and straightens the string. Next, he clips off the peak of the straw and throws it away. Now, he puts the straws together and pulls the string through. Presto!
Ta-da!
That was terrible. I hope you're embarrassed right now.
Well, Jamie, this was the worst party I've ever been to. So thanks for the invite, but also don't ever invite me to anything again, because I won't come.
Well, hey, don't leave just yet. I mean, what if those ladies show up, right?
Nah, I'm going home. Later, Jamie.
Well, I mean, at least I tried, right?
Hey, Ian, rule number 3.